मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स. खूप दिवसांनी आपण भेटतोय. आज आपला अभ्यास सुट्टीमध्ये सुरू असेलच. आज आपण जो टॉपिक डिस्कस करणार त्याचं नाव आहे अल्कोहोल्स, फिनॉल्स अँड इथर्स. इट इज वन ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टंट टॉपिक फ्रॉम केमिस्ट्री सेक्शन सेकंड. अतिशय महत्त्वाचा टॉपिक आहे परीक्षा अनुषंगाने आणि तो आपण इकडे आज डिस्कस करतोय. हे सगळे शब्द तुमच्या परिचयाचे आहेत. अल्कोहोल्स, फिनॉल्स, इथर्स. आपण इयत्ता 11वीला सगळ्या प्रकारचे फंक्शनल ग्रुप अभ्यासले. जवळपास 18 ते 19 फंक्शनल ग्रुप तो चार्ट आपल्याकडे होता. तो सगळ्यांनी आपण नीट इयत्ता 11वीला अभ्यासलायच. तो परत एकदा चार्ट सगळ्यांनी बघणं अपेक्षित आहे आणि बघायला हवा. सगळे फंक्शन तुम्हाला सगळे पाठ असायला हवे. आज आपल्या टॉपिकमध्ये आपण पहिल्यांदा अल्कोहोल्स म्हणजे काय, त्याची व्याख्या, डेफिनेशन ऑफ अल्कोहोल्स. प्रश्न असू शकतो परीक्षेमध्ये, व्हॉट आर अल्कोहोल्स and give its classification with example. तो पहिल्यांदा आपण अल्कोहोलची व्याख्या बघणार आहोत. अल्कोहोल्स म्हणजे काय. So alcohols are organic compounds whose molecules contain hydroxyl group, that is OH group attached to the saturated carbon atom. Attached to the saturated carbon atom. Example बघूया आपण. CH3OH आपल्याला सगळ्यांना परिचयाचा एक्झाम्पल आहे, माहित असलेला एक्झाम्पल आहे. याचं नाव सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे आपल्याला. इट इज अ मिथाइल अल्कोहोल और मिथेनॉल. सो व्हाट इज हायड्रॉक्सिल ग्रुप? दिस OH group is called as hydroxyl group or also called as hydroxy group. Hydroxy group. So what are phenols? नेमका फरक काय अल्कोहोल आणि फिनॉल मधला? Phenols also contain the hydroxyl group or OH group, but there is a difference between alcohols and phenols. So alcoholची व्याख्या आपण आता बघितली. Alcohols are nothing but the compounds, organic compounds which contain the hydroxyl group, that is OH group, which is bonded to, which is attached to the saturated carbon atoms. Okay. So what are phenols? Phenols आपल्याला स्ट्रक्चर माहिती आहे. फिनॉल्स आपण 11वीला सुद्धा aromatic compounds मध्ये फिनॉलचं स्ट्रक्चर अभ्यासलंय. So it is a phenol, C6H5OH. So what is meant by phenol? So phenols also contain the hydroxyl group, but it is directly attached to the benzene ring. When OH group or hydroxyl group is directly attached, directly bonded to the benzene ring, such aromatic hydroxyl compounds are called as phenols. सगळ्यांना दोघांमधला फरक लक्षात आला असेल अल्कोहोल आणि फिनॉल मधला. मी आणखी एखादं एक्झाम्पल फळ्यावरती लिहितोय. C6H5CH2OH. So this compound is either alcohol or phenol. So it is not phenol. See here, आपण मगाशी व्याख्या बघितली फिनॉलची. What are phenols? Phenols are the aromatic hydroxy compounds in which hydroxyl group is directly bonded to the benzene ring. Here in this example, there is OH group, hydroxyl group, but it is not directly bonded to the benzene ring, and therefore it is not phenol. It is alcohol. It is alcohol, and it is the phenol. Okay. So ethers. आपण अल्कोहोलची व्याख्या बघितली, फिनॉलची व्याख्या बघितली. आता आपल्याला इथर्स म्हणजे काय बघायचं आहे. इथर्स हा फंक्शनल सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे. डायव्हॅलेंट ऑक्सिजन ॲटम. इट इज द फंक्शनल ग्रुप ऑफ इथर्स. ओके. इथर्स आपण ते जनरली कसं रिप्रेझेंट करतो? ROR. ओके. सो दिस R represented two alkyl groups. They may be same or they may be different, or they can also be presented as AROAR or AROR ethers. So what is meant by ethers? So ethers are the compounds which contain an oxygen atom bonded to two alkyl groups, bonded to two alkyl groups, or two aryl groups, or one alkyl group and one aryl group are called as ethers. So these ethers are considered as anhydrides of alcohols. Ethers are also considered as anhydrides of alcohols. आणि आत्ताच बघितलं त्याचं प्रेझेंटेशन कसं आपण ROR or R O R dash, where R is the alkyl groups. They may be same or they may be different. आपण example बघूयात etherशी. For example, CH3OCH3 or CH3CH2OCH2CH3. So these are the examples of ethers. So they are symmetrical ethers. आपण पुढे बघणार आहोत what is the classification of ethers on the basis of alkyl groups attached to the either side of oxygen atom. So it is a dimethyl ether. आपण नामविचार पुढे बघणार आहोत. Common name and IUPAC names are corresponding to alcohols, phenols or ethers, etc. So it is a dimethyl ether. Or simply you can say methyl ether. It is diethyl ether. Okay. Alcohol, ethers च्या मध्ये ऑक्सिजन च्या दोन्ही बाजूला या ठिकाणी सारखेच ग्रुप आहेत. वेगळे एक्झाम्पल बघूया आपण या ठिकाणी CH3OC2H5. It is again ether. There are two different alkyl groups present at either side of this oxygen atom. It is called as ethyl methyl ether. It is a mixed ether, or is also called as unsymmetrical ether. Okay. So ethers आपण आता व्याख्या बघितली. Ethers are compounds which contain an oxygen atom which is bonded to the two same or different alkyl groups or two same or different aryl groups, etc. It's called as ethers. आता ethers बघितल्यानंतर आपण थोडे बघणार आहोत classification of alcohols. How these alcohols are classified. Classification of alcohols. So classification of alcohols मध्ये आपण बघणार आहोत how these alcohols are classified. So these alcohols are classified on the basis of number of hydroxy group, number of OH group present in that alcohol. For example, suppose here monohydric alcohol, then dihydric alcohol, trihydric alcohol, and polyhydric alcohols. So according to the number of OH group, number of hydroxy group present in alcohols, these alcohols are classified as monohydric alcohols, dihydric alcohols, trihydric alcohols, polyhydric alcohols, etc. What is meant by monohydric alcohols? The alcohols in which there is only one OH group. Are called as monohydric alcohol. Examples बघूया आपण. मगाशी आपण example बघितलं CH3CH2OH. So since there is only one OH group, there is only one hydroxy group present in this alcohol. It is a type of monohydric alcohol. So what is meant by dihydric alcohol? The alcohols in which two hydroxy groups are present are called as dihydric alcohol. Example आपल्याला परिचयाचा आहे. आपण आता 11वा एक्झाम्पल बघितलं आहे CH2OH. It's called as ethylene glycol or ethane 1,2-diol. आपण नॉर्मल विचार नंतर बघणार आहोत according to common system as well as according to IUPAC system. So this is a dihydric alcohol because there are two OH groups are present in this alcohol. So trihydric alcohol. So OH, example OH, CH2OH, CHOH, and CH2OH. So in this compound there are three hydroxy groups are present, and therefore such type of alcohols are called as trihydric alcohols. And what is meant polyhydric alcohols? When there are more than three hydroxy group or OH group are present in alcohols, and such alcohols are called as polyhydric, tetrahydric, pentahydric, hexahydric alcohols, etc. समज असेल how these alcohols are classified. So these monohydric alcohols are आता बघितलं. What is monohydric alcohols? The monohydric alcohols in which there are only one OH group is present, only one hydroxy group is present, is called as monohydric alcohols. These monohydric alcohols are further classified on the basis of hybridization of carbon atom to which the hydroxy group is attached. Okay, so these monohydric alcohols are further classified on the basis of hybridization of carbon atom to which hydroxy group, or that is OH group, is attached. So first type is alcohols containing sp3 carbon OH bond. sp3 कार्बन OH bond. आपण शब्द ऐकला येता 11वीला हायब्रिडायझेशन, then need of concept of hybridization, sp hybridization, sp2 hybridization, sp3 hybridization, etc. So here this alcohols containing carbon, sp3 carbon atom, the carbon atom which is attached to the OH group. In this carbon atom it is represented as sp3. So sp3 carbon OH bond. In these alcohols, OH group is attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon atom of the alkyl group. These alcohols are further classified as, for example, so CH3OH, then CH3CH2OH, this methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, etc. are the examples of such type of alcohols. So this carbon atom to which OH group is attached, it is a sp3 hybridized carbon atom, or this carbon atom to which the OH group is attached is again sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Okay, and these alcohols, that is monohydric alcohols, are further classified as, okay, so these monohydric alcohols are further classified as primary alcohols, secondary alcohols, and tertiary alcohols. Primary alcohols, secondary alcohols, and tertiary alcohols. आपण पहिल्यांदा एक्झाम्पल बघूया. एक्झाम्पल ऑफ दिस प्रायमरी अल्कोहोल, फॉर एक्झाम्पल CH3 CH2OH, again ethyl alcohol. So here secondary alcohol example बघूया. So CH3 CHOH CH3, and example for tertiary alcohol is like this: CH3C CH3 CH3OH. So what are the definition of this primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohols? So question विचारला जाऊ शकतो आपल्याला, what are alcohols or what is monohydric alcohols, and give its classification with example. आपल्याला example पण माहित असले पाहिजे. So आपण मगाशी बघितलं what is monohydric alcohols, the alcohols in which there is the presence of only one OH group or only one hydroxy group is called as monohydric alcohols, and they are further classified as primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, or tertiary alcohol. So we'll see the definition of this primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols one by one. So what is meant by this primary alcohol? The primary alcohols are alcohols in which the hydroxyl group, that is OH group, is bonded to the primary carbon atom. It's bonded to the primary carbon atom, are called as primary alcohols. Okay. For the secondary alcohols, the OH group, that is hydroxyl group, it is when bonded to the secondary carbon atom, and such alcohols are called as secondary alcohols. And when hydroxyl group is bonded to the tertiary carbon atom, such alcohols are called as tertiary alcohols. आपण 11वीला बघितलं how we'll identify the primary, secondary, and tertiary carbon atoms. Primary, secondary, and tertiary carbon atoms. हा primary carbon atom का आहे? This is the primary carbon atom because it is bonded to only one carbon atom, and therefore it is a primary carbon atom. And here this OH group is bonded to the primary carbon atom, and therefore it is a primary alcohol. So it is a secondary carbon atom. Why it is secondary carbon atom? Because this carbon atom is bonded to the another two carbon atoms, and therefore it is a secondary carbon atom. And in this example, this OH group is bonded to the secondary carbon atom, and therefore it is example of secondary alcohol. Okay, and here it is a tertiary alcohol. Why? Because here this carbon atom is tertiary carbon atom. Why it is tertiary carbon atom? Because this carbon atom is bonded to another three carbon atoms, and therefore it's tertiary carbon atom. And since this OH group is bonded to the tertiary carbon atom, okay, so such example, this example is a type of tertiary alcohol. So in this way we can classify this monohydric alcohols into primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and tertiary alcohols, etc. सो इथेपर्यंतचा भाग सगळ्यांना कळला असेल तर पुढचा भाग आपण बघूया. व्हॉट इज मीन बाय अलिलिक अल्कोहोल्स. व्हॉट इज मीन बाय अलिलिक अल्कोहोल्स. सो अलिलिक ग्रुप आपल्याला सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे. इन दिस टाइप ऑफ अल्कोहोल्स OH group is attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon atom which is further bonded to the carbon carbon double bond. Okay, so example बघूया आपण. अलिलिक अल्कोहोल्स. अलिलिक अल्कोहोल CH3 CH double bond CH CH2 OH. CH3 CH double bond CH CH2 OH. So it is a hydroxyl group. It is bonded to this carbon atom. It is a primary carbon atom and it is a sp3 hybridized carbon atom. So what is the definition of this allylic alcohol? Allylic alcohol. आपण ती व्याख्या पुन्हा एकदा बघूया. व्हॉट इज मीन बाय अलिलिक अल्कोहोल. तुम्हाला प्रश्न विचारायचा आहे. डिफाइन अलिलिक अल्कोहोल and give the example. So in this type of alcohols, OH group, that is hydroxyl group, is attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon atom. So it is the sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Okay, and this sp3 hybridized carbon atom, which is again further bonded to the carbon carbon double bond. Carbon carbon double bond. And such alcohols are called as allylic alcohols. These allylic alcohols are further classified as again primary, secondary and tertiary allylic alcohols. Primary, secondary and tertiary allylic alcohols. We'll say the examples one by one. So here पहिला example आपण हे लिहिलं. It is a primary carbon atom. Okay, why it is primary carbon atom? Because it is bonded to only one carbon atom and it is a primary carbon atom obviously. And it is a sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Okay, and therefore it is a primary allylic alcohol. It is a primary allylic alcohol. We'll see the second example. So again here CH3 CH double bond CH. Okay, then here CH CH3 and OH. It is example. So it is an allylic alcohol. Why it's allylic alcohol? Because OH group is bonded to this carbon atom. This carbon atom is bonded to the carbon-carbon double bond. Okay, and here this carbon atom is an example of secondary allylic alcohol because here this OH group is bonded to the secondary carbon atom. It is a secondary carbon atom. Why is secondary carbon atom? Because it is bonded to another two carbon atoms and therefore is an example of secondary allylic alcohols. We'll see the another example. See here example number 3. CH3 CH double bond CH C CH3 CH3 OH. It is again example of allylic alcohol, but it is a tertiary allylic alcohol. Why it is tertiary allylic alcohol? Because here this carbon atom to which the OH group is attached, it is a tertiary carbon atom. Why it is tertiary carbon atom? It is attached to another three carbon atoms and it is therefore it is a tertiary carbon atom and it is allylic alcohol and therefore it is a tertiary allylic alcohols. So in this way you see the different types of these allylic alcohols: primary, secondary and tertiary allylic alcohols. पुढचा एक आपल्याला क्लास बघायचा आहे अल्कोहोल्सचाच आणि तो म्हणजे बेन्झिलिक अल्कोहोल्स. बेन्झिलिक अल्कोहोल्स. What is mean by this benzylic alcohols? So in this type of alcohols, OH group is attached to the sp3 carbon atom, which is further bonded to the aromatic ring, For example, here C6H5 CH2OH. It is not phenol, it is alcohol. Why it is alcohol and it is not phenol? Because here OH group is not directly attached to the benzene ring. जर तो OH group डायरेक्ट अटॅच असला बेन्झीन रिंगला तर त्याला आपण फिनॉल कन्सिडर केला असतं, पण इथे तसं नाहीये. इथे OH group ह्या कार्बनला अटॅच आहे, तो कार्बन ॲटम ह्या बेन्झीन रिंगला अटॅच आहे. therefore it is a not phenol, it is alcohol and it is called as benzylic alcohol. So what is the definition of benzylic alcohol again? So in this type of alcohols, in this benzylic alcohols, what happens here? Here OH group is attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon atom. So this carbon atom is a sp3 hybridized carbon atom which is directly attached to the aromatic ring or benzene ring, and such alcohols are called as benzylic alcohols. Okay, so it is a benzylic alcohol. Again, these benzylic alcohols are further classified as primary benzylic alcohol, secondary benzylic alcohol and tertiary benzylic alcohols. बघूया आपण आता एक्झाम्पल परत एकदा. So it is a primary carbon atom because it is bonded to only one carbon atom, and therefore this type of example or this example is of primary benzylic alcohols. आपण एखादं एक्झाम्पल आणखीन बघूयात. या ठिकाणी C6H5, so it's a carbon atom, okay, and here CH3, CH and OH, CH3. C6H5, CH, CH3, OH. So it is a secondary carbon atom. Why is secondary carbon atom? Because this carbon is bonded to the two another carbon atoms called a secondary carbon atom, and here therefore example of secondary benzylic alcohol. And this example बघूया आपण, third example. So like this, so carbon, so OH, CH3 and CH3. So this carbon atom is a tertiary carbon atom because this carbon is bonded to another three carbon atoms, tertiary carbon atom, and it is therefore tertiary benzylic alcohols. Okay, so benzylic alcohols are also classified as primary benzylic alcohols, secondary benzylic alcohols, and tertiary benzylic alcohols, etc. ठीक आहे, सगळ्यांना कळलं असेल. आता शेवटचं आपण क्लासिफिकेशन बघतो अल्कोहोल्सच. alcohols containing sp2 carbon OH bond. Alcohols containing sp2 carbon OH bond. आता याच्यामध्ये कुठल्या टाइपचे एक्झाम्पल येतात? सो इन दिस टाइप ऑफ अल्कोहोल्स OH group is attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon atom. OH group is attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon atom which is part of carbon-carbon double bond. Okay, so this carbon is a part of carbon-carbon double bond. Example बघूया आपण. So here CH2 double bond CH OH. Example आपल्याला परिचयाचा आहे. त्याचं नाव आहे vinyl alcohol. Vinyl alcohol. So which type of alcohol it is? It is alcohols. Or in this example, alcohol. Okay, in which OH group is bonded to the sp2 hybridized carbon atom, sp2 hybridized carbon atom, which is a part of carbon-carbon double bond. Okay, so vinyl alcohol. तर इथे परत आपण बघितलं क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ अल्कोहोल्स. सो अल्कोहोल्स क्लासिफिकेशन बघितलं आपण अकॉर्डिंग टू द नंबर ऑफ हायड्रोजन ग्रुप प्रेझेंट इन दैट अल्कोहोल. When there is only one OH group, the alcohol is called as primary alcohols. When there are two OH groups are present, such alcohols called as second dihydric alcohols. When there are three hydroxyl groups are present, called as trihydric alcohols and polyhydric alcohols. For example, pentahydric alcohols, tetrahydric alcohols, hexahydric alcohols, etc. Again, these monohydric alcohols are classified as primary alcohols, secondary alcohols, tertiary alcohols. Okay, so in this way we have seen the classification of alcohols. Now next to that, ethers. So मगाशी व्याख्या बघितली इथरची. आता इथरचं क्लासिफिकेशन कसं करतो बघा. So classification of ethers. classification of ethers. So these ethers are classified as simple ethers or symmetrical ethers. And secondly, it is classified as mixed ethers or unsymmetrical ethers. Example पहले हम लोग को for example here CH3OCH3 C2H5OC2H5 then CH3OC2H5. So there are three examples of these ethers in which there is a central divalent oxygen atom which is bonded to the to same or different alkyl or alkyls on either side of the oxygen atom. So here, what is the simple ethers or symmetrical ethers? Definition of simple ethers or symmetrical ethers: the ethers in which there are two same or similar alkyl groups are attached or bonded on either side of oxygen atom are called as simple ethers or symmetrical ethers. And what is by mixed ethers or unsymmetrical ethers? The ethers in which there are two different alkyl groups or two different aryl groups are bonded on either side of this oxygen atom are called as unsymmetrical ethers or mixed ethers. Example just समोर आहे इथे बघा सेंट्रल डायव्हॅलंट ऑक्सिजन atom इथे दोन्ही जे alkyl groups सारखेच आहेत CH group and CH group called as methyl groups and called as dimethyl ether सारखेच group आहेत therefore called as simple ether or also called as symmetrical ethers. Symmetrical ethers इथे बघितलं आपण इथे पण दोन्ही group सारखेच आहेत ethyl group C2H5 and therefore is again example of the simple ethers or symmetrical ethers. इथे आपण बघतोय इथे दोन alkyl groups attached आहेत bonded to the central divalent oxygen atom are different. One is the methyl group and another is the ethyl group. Okay, it's methyl ether, and therefore such examples or such ethers are called as mixed ethers or unsymmetrical ethers. So in this way we have seen the classification of ethers. Simple ethers also called as symmetrical ethers and mixed ethers also called as unsymmetrical ethers. इथेवरचा भाग आपण आज बघितला. आपण सगळ्यांनी तो व्यवस्थित बघावा आणि काही शंका असतील तर डेफिनेटली आपल्या ग्रुपवरती ते शेअर करा त्याचे उत्तर मिळवा. ओके.